There comes a moment in every life when the option to turn back must be destroyed. No more safety nets, no more exit strategies. Just you, your dream, and the fire behind you. Most people spend their whole lives with one foot in and one foot out, waiting for the perfect time, hoping for less resistance. But high achievers know the truth. The perfect time is a myth. You don't wait for certainty. You create it by deciding that there is no other way but forward. You can't conquer anything if you're still debating your escape plan. If the door behind you is still open, your mind will wander. Your resolve will weaken. Your commitment will fade. The only way to rise is to remove the option of failure. That's what burn the boats means. It means you've closed the back door permanently. And now, the only direction left is war. The reason most people never win big is because they never go all in. They try a little, hope a little, but they never fully commit. They flirt with success, but marry comfort. And in the end, they wonder why nothing changed. The truth? You cannot manifest your vision with part-time belief. Greatness demands full-time obsession. If you have a backup plan, you're planning to fail. The most dangerous words in your vocabulary are, "If this doesn't work." That single phrase gives your mind permission to give less, to hold back, to hesitate. And hesitation kills dreams. If you're serious about changing your life, delete every exit. Burn every excuse. Choose one goal and chase it like your life depends on it. Because it does. Napoleon Hill taught us that every achievement begins with a burning desire. Not a wish, not a hope, a fire. A hunger so fierce that it makes fear irrelevant. Hill didn't just talk about goals. He talked about obsession with purpose. He called it definiteness of purpose. A single-minded pursuit so powerful, it consumes your thoughts and commands your behavior. You must want your dream like a drowning man wants air. Without full commitment, your dream becomes a fantasy. It becomes a feel-good idea you revisit when life gets quiet. But dreams are not found in silence. They're forged in fire. The fire of action, of sacrifice, of discipline. And that fire doesn't come alive until you make a real decision. The kind that says, no matter what happens, I'm not turning back. Hernán Cortés didn't burn the ships to be dramatic. He did it to eliminate doubt. When he landed in enemy territory with a small army and massive odds, he removed every exit. And the result? His men fought like their lives depended on it. Because they did. They had no fallback, no retreat, no choice but to win. That's how the human mind works under pressure. When there's no way out, you find a way through. When you burn the boats, your brain rewires itself to survive at all costs. Your instincts sharpen, your fears shrink, your focus narrows to a single point: win or die trying. This is the psychology of total commitment. You don't need more time, you don't need more motivation, you need more pressure. You need to remove the soft landing and put everything on the line. Plan B is the enemy of greatness. It sounds smart, but it's really just fear in disguise. It's a way to tell yourself, I can always go back to being average. But once you've tasted purpose, you'll choke on average. Your plan B will drain your energy from plan A. Kill it, starve it, burn it. There's no alternate ending to your story, only the one you choose to write with total conviction. If your vision is real, you won't need a safety net. People with a true calling don't negotiate with doubt. They don't pause to check the parachute. They jump. They bet everything on themselves. Not because it's easy, but because going back is more painful than pressing on. The only thing scarier than failure is regret. Before you burn the boats, ask yourself one question. What are you really fighting for? You can't win a war without knowing the reason behind it. This is where most people go wrong. They chase goals they don't even care about. But when your goal is born from your soul, you'll fight like hell for it. You'll endure every failure, every rejection, every obstacle, because the mission is bigger than the pain. You don't rise with half-hearted goals. You rise with non-negotiable visions. Clarity is power. The clearer your outcome, the stronger your decisions. When you know exactly what you want, you stop tolerating distractions. You stop explaining yourself. You stop drifting because your eyes are locked on the finish line and your heart is all in. Faith is the fuel that burns the boats. Without it, you'll never commit. Napoleon Hill said, "Faith is the head chemist of the mind," meaning it turns your thoughts into action and your action into results. If you don't believe you can win, you'll never fight like you can. But the moment your belief matches your vision, everything begins to move. Faith isn't passive, it's active, aggressive, unshakable. It's not waiting for signs, it's creating signs with action. It's moving forward, even when the world tells you to turn back. When you burn the boats, faith is what keeps you walking toward the fire instead of away from it. And that fire, that's where your future is built. You can't burn the boats without sacrifice. You must be willing to let go of the version of yourself that's not built for where you're going. That means sacrificing comfort, excuses, distractions, and toxic people. That means giving up the addiction to being liked, to playing small, to fitting in. You can't carry dead weight into a future built for giants. The life you want costs the life you have. That's the transaction. You can't have it both ways. You can't chase greatness while clinging to your vices. You have to choose. Do you want growth or do you want comfort? Because you don't get both. Not now. Not ever. Success demands a down payment, and that payment is paid in discipline, sacrifice, and relentless execution. Winners train like warriors. They think like warriors. They move like warriors. They don't need permission. They don't wait for motivation. They wake up with purpose. They execute. They endure. They dominate. If you want to win the war, you must become the kind of person who refuses to lose. Not just once, but daily. Success isn't a one-time explosion. It's a fire that you feed every single day. You treat your vision like a priority, or you bury it under procrastination. If your dream doesn't control your calendar, it doesn't exist. If it's not reflected in your daily habits, it's just a fantasy. You can't expect the rewards of a warrior with the routine of a wanderer. Get serious. Get disciplined. Get obsessed. Visualization isn't daydreaming. It's programming. Napoleon Hill taught the principle of autosuggestion, feeding your mind with repeated images of the future until your body starts to move in alignment. You need to see the win before it happens. You need to feel it, taste it, breathe it. The mind follows where the imagination leads. See yourself already living the result. Then go become it. Talk like it, walk like it, train like it. Speak your future into existence every single day. The mind is obedient. It will follow whatever story you tell it. So make that story powerful. Make it real. Make it so vivid that your current reality becomes unbearable. You will fail. You will fall. That's part of the war. Don't be surprised by it. Welcome it. Because every failure is a test of your commitment. Are you serious or are you just curious? People who burn the boats don't walk away after a setback. They fight harder. They rise stronger because they know the prize is still worth the pain. Napoleon Hill said every failure carries with it the seed of an equal or greater success. But that seed only grows when watered by action. If you quit, it dies. If you persist, it blooms. So don't stop. Don't flinch. Don't turn back. You've already burned the exit. Now fight for what's left. This is your legacy. This is your fire. This is your war. One day people will ask how you did it, how you turned pain into power, how you went from nothing to something. And you'll tell them the truth. You didn't get lucky. You didn't get saved. You burned the boats, and you won the war. No more hesitation. No more excuses. No more plan B. You want it? Then decide. Cut the rope, light the match, burn the boats, win the war, and never look back. Your destiny is waiting. And now, so are you.